Hello, welcome to History and Art Secrets for a new journey in search of knowledge. Sofonisba Anguissola, Cremona, February 2, 1532 Palermo, November 16, 1625, was an Italian painter of the late Renaissance, one of the first artists to achieve fame in Europe. She was born in Cremona in 1532 to the aristocratic Anguissola family. She was the first of the 7 children of Amilcare Anguissola and Bianca Ponzoni. Unlike other young aristocrats, she did not dedicate herself to painting as a hobby but as a profession. The precarious economic conditions of the family in fact induced her father to look for a source of income for the family. Her first artistic training took place between the ages of 11 and 13. She and her sister Elena were entrusted by their father to the teachings of the Lombard painter Bernardino Campi, in whose house they lived for 3 years. Campi's style greatly influenced Sofonisba, especially in portraiture. When Campi left Cremona for Milan in 1549, Sofonisba had Bernardo Gatti as her second teacher. Appreciations of her painting came from Michelangelo Buonarroti, who became acquainted with the young woman's work through her father, who in 1554 sent him some drawings for his opinion. He was struck by a charcoal drawing, Boy Bitten by a Lobster, which portrayed the pained expression of her brother Asdrubale, who was being consoled by his sister Europa. Her father introduced her to the Gonzaga family of Mantova, the Este family of Ferrara and the Farnese family of Parma. In 1557 Sofonisba went to Piacenza where she took miniature lessons. She was mentioned in the lives of Giorgio Vasari, who stayed at the Anguissola house in Cremona in 1568 and praised the portrait she made of his family. In 1559 the Duke of Alba persuaded King Philip II of Spain to call Sofonisba to the court as lady-in-waiting to Queen Elizabeth of Valois, his betrothed, to give her painting lessons. During a painting lesson at court she met Don Carlos (1545–1568), the son of Philip II's first marriage to Maria of Portugal, and as a reward she received a diamond worth 1,500 scudi. Sofonisba painted portraits of all the members of the royal family, but not having the official position of court painter, she received only fabrics and jewels as pay. After the Queen's death in 1568, she remained at the court of Spain for a few more years as lady-in-waiting and portraitist of the 2 infantas Isabella and Caterina. At the age of 40, she married by proxy the Sicilian nobleman Fabrizio Moncada, brother of the Viceroy of Sicily, and moved to Paterno in the Moncada Palace. The marriage lasted only 5 years. In 1578 her husband died during a pirate attack while he was traveling by ship to the court of Philip II. Sofonisba, to pay homage to her husband, painted an altarpiece, the Madonna dell'Atria. Widowed, she left Sicily to return to Cremona. But during the sea voyage she met the Genoese nobleman Orazio Lomellini, a widower with children, whom she married in Pisa in 1579 and then went to live in Genoa where she remained for 35 years. Continuing to paint portraits of Spanish court figures visiting Genoa. In 1580 she met the painter Pier Francesco Piola, who encouraged her to adopt the style of the Genoese painters Luca Cambiaso and Bernardo Castello. Returning in 1615 with her husband to Palermo, where he had numerous interests, Sofonisba continued to paint despite a severe decline in her eyesight. In the long run, however, this disorder prevented her from continuing to practice her art. Antoon van Dyck, who succeeded her as a portraitist at the Spanish court, confessed his admiration for her art. The two met in Palermo in 1624. Sofonisba was close to death, and the Flemish artist painted her portrait. The painter died the following year at the age of 93, on November 16, 1625, and was buried in the Palermo church of San Giorgio dei Genovesi, where the tombstone is still located today. If you liked this video, please like, share it on your social networks and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Hello, welcome to